Hello, viewers. Welcome to another beautiful episode of Living and Loving. Living and Loving is a place where we live to love
and we love to live.
BC, how are you today?
I am fine.
Yeah, this beautiful edition is loaded. BC, when family disapproves of a relationship, how do you
Wow.
see it?
Wow. Yeah. That is something that happens, all the time. Some of the things I think of is responsible for that is tribal sentiments.
Okay.
Yes. Where is that person from? Oh, it's from so place. Ah! You are going to home? No, I don't want to deal with this and that. These people are like this, they are like that, they are like this, they are like that. We have people that still believe in that. They believe that in a particular place, this is what they do. And they feel that it doesn't go well with us. So because that person is from a particular tribe or region of the country or of the geographical area, they say no. So tribe is one of the reasons.
Okay, I think I like that angle. There are some families that the first thing that comes to their mind when either of the children say, okay, I'm ready for marriage, is what is the status of the man? What is the financial status? What is the biological status? What is the name of the family? Does it ring a bell? How buoyant is the family? And sometimes you don't even look at the character. A lot of things is misplaced. So when you now hear the family disapprove, it could be one of these we have mentioned. But I hold in a very high esteem why family disapprove because of religion. Why do they disapprove because of religion? You understand? So a lot of things can cause disapproval. But what happens after the disapproval? I'm asking you, what happens
after the disapproval?
Yeah.
Now, whether we're going to go ahead or we're going to, depends on both of us.
Okay.
All right? It depends on both of us. It depends on the relationship we have with our parents. If, let me start with myself. If I'm what we call mama's boy, or I'm the kind that when my parents talk, I don't disobey. Whatever they say, I approve. Or I feel that I have a lot at stake. Maybe I'm the only son and I'm going to inherit a lot of things. My parents are rich, and my father said, if you marry that girl, then consider yourself the son. And you have no part in my inheritance. Inheritance, something I've been waiting for. No, because of that, I may say, okay, go your way. Do you understand? Well, I'm just the mama's boy. I may be the only son. I mean, it could be anything. All right? The same thing goes for you. All right? So, because of that, I may say, okay, no, let me obey my parents and let's break it up. But if I feel that, look, this is the person I want and nobody is going to change it, I love her so much. And whatever they say, I want to go ahead. And I go ahead and I do it. Now, if you also have the same mind, then that relationship can fly. Actually, but if I want to and you don't want to, for whatever reason, looking at what you have at stake or whatever, then you may say no. So it depends on both of us.
Okay.
Are we both ready to go on? But if one of us is not ready to move on, to go ahead, then that relationship may not work.
Okay, in a situation whereby the relationship does not work, maybe both of you decide not to go ahead because of any reason or any point the parent is raising for disapproving the relationship. What happens thereafter?
Well, what happens is that everybody goes their separate ways. You move on, I move on, and that is the end of it.
Okay, BC, let's look at it from this angle. We are both in a relationship.
Yeah.
What do you think is the best bet for our parents to disapprove? How do you think should be the best option for them to disapprove of our relationship?
Okay. Let me talk as a parent because I will say that is a little bit wide and people watching us will have their own reasons. But I may not be 100% right. But let me say, as a parent, if I'm going to have a ground, if I'm going to stand on a ground to disapprove a relationship, I think I will first of all stand on the ground of morals and character.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, if you are my daughter, you are my son, and you bring in somebody who is morally questionable, then I may not really approve of it.
Okay.
Somebody who does not have a good character, who is rude, who is mannerless, who is obvious that your home training is not there, a lot of morally now I may not approve it. All right. So that is one thing I may kind of look at. Then I will also look at ambition, most especially on the side of the man. Okay, what's your plan? What do you intend doing? What are your potentials? What are, all that has to kind of be in place to some extent. Now, if I see that you don't even know where you are going as a single person, then how am I sure that you'll be able to lead somebody else?
You see, have you seen a situation whereby at the initial stage, those in that relationship, I mean the man or the woman, the relationship is going smoothly, and all of a sudden it's going smoothly. My parents approve of you, your parents approve of me, and all of a sudden the whole thing just went haywire, and both parents are saying no. They turn around and say no.
Well, maybe they have sent something.
Okay.
Then what we need to ask is, what are you saying? What is the problem? Something must have happened along the line. Maybe they have seen something, maybe they have perceived something or whatever that well, they need to come out to say they can't just come up and say, okay, we stop this relationship, we are no longer in support of it. Why? That's the question. They even the whole world will ask. Why? You understand my point? So, but like I was saying the other time, another reason I think parents should also look at, well, some people may disagree with it, but because we live in a religious environment, we also need to look into the religion. The reason being that, we have seen a situation where two people from different religions come together. Initially, there was no problem because the love was shocking and everything. But later, we realized that one religion seems to want to dominate
The
the
other.
other one. Maybe the wife was a Christian, the husband is a Muslim.
They can even belong to the same
They
religion,
can even belong
but
to the
different
but different
denomination.
denomination.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, initially, it's no problem to do your thing, I do my thing, no problem. We have no problem. But suddenly, the husband will just come up one day and say, all right, I am the head of this home. This is what I want. This is what you should do. You understand? So some parents will see that, they may see that coming. And because of that, they say, look, I don't want you to go to any other. Stay within the confinement of our religion and marry them. So that, yeah. So some parents do that. And I also want to consider that because we live in a religious environment. You understand? So that's it. But back to what you are saying, we need to know why. Why the sudden change of mind? They may have
And to know the why, I think it's ideal that both parents will bring the two people in the relationship together, and if possible, both parents from both angles should come together, discuss the why.
Exactly. Very, very important.
Because that will show more maturity.
And by the time you give the couple the reason, then they too will see it, they will think about it, and if they disagree, no problem, go ahead. Whatever comes out of it, we show all the best. That is I'm talking from the angle of the parents.
Okay.
Okay, but if we are in love and our parents just suddenly they agreed initially, and after some time they just call us to say, okay, we don't think we want you to go on, and they tell us why. We'll still sit down and talk about it. Now, this is why our parents have talked about. What do you think? Is this something that is okay? Maybe for instance, they discover that you are AS and AS, and they say because of that they do not approve. And then we have to talk about it. Do you mind? What do we do about this?
That's a big one, you see. That's a big one. You are AS and AS. Yes. And you still have the go to ask me if we should continue. What will be the consequence?
Why not? We can talk about it. There is a way we can go about it and everything.
Anyway, BC, let's look at it from this angle.
Yeah.
The parents have disapproved.
Yeah.
And we felt like we can go ahead.
Yes.
You understand? Do you consider the place of God in disapproving what your parents have disapproved?
Yes.
Because if you say we can sit and talk about it, that means we're considering that whatever the parents is disapproving, we can manage. That's the meaning of what you have just said. But have you considered the place of God?
Yes, we consider the place of God, but don't forget that even in our relationship with God, we the children too, we attain the age of responsibility and accountability.
Exactly.
Do you understand?
Sure.
our parents are not going to be accountable for our behavior or take consequence of our behavior forever. We will get to a point where we are going to give account and take responsibility and face the consequences of our action. They will get to a point where they can only advise. When we were under them, they can command, they can instruct, they can rebuke, they can scold, they can do all that, But as we also grow up and we get to that age of accountability and responsibility, they can still do all that, but it is now subject to our own decision. So if you are my mother now and you tell me something, I still have to think about it. I'm an adult now. I'm not a 12-year-old kid. I'm 35 years old. So if you tell me something, I will still consider it and everything, and I may have a solution to that thing to that problem you are pointing out. So I can tell you, okay, Mama, let me think about it. And after thinking about it, and I feel I want to go on, then I am responsible for my action.
Okay.
All right. So that's it. And so if God, talking about the God factor now, if God want to, pin the consequence, it's going to be on me. Yeah, if I took that decision, it's going to be on me, not on you, my mother.
Do you realize that to be in love is one thing, and to be marriage is another thing entirely?
Yes, ma'am.
So you can be in love with somebody, you can be in a relationship, maybe a courtship, and you think you're enjoying something, but the elders who have seen beyond what you are enjoying now, they may disapprove of the relationship for their own reasons. And by the time they're discussing it with you, you may not go with you because what you are enjoying at that moment is just courtship. You are not seeing the river side of it. You are not seeing the other side of it. And if they now disapprove that this thing is not right, we don't want it to continue. Which angle do you look at? Is it the love angle you are enjoying, or what is in the future, the remarriage?
Yeah, that's what I said. That it still depends on the kind of person I am. I have grown up to be. If I've grown up to know that the elders are wise, and the elders are most of the time right. They are not always right, but most of the time, let me give them 80% of the time, the elders are wise because they see things beyond. Now, I'm just thinking of love and relationship. They are already thinking of marriage. They are already thinking of children. Do you understand? So now, if I'm the kind of adult that understand that aspect and that philosophy of life, if they tell me something, then I really have to think seriously about it, and probably I will have to follow their advice. But if I'm the kind of person that maybe I don't care, or I think that look, when I get to that point, I will cross or something. We have all kinds of adults. So maturity differs. So if I'm that kind of person that I really don't care, I mean, tell them, no, don't worry. When we get to that, we will cross it. Yeah, and somehow I may cross it when I get to that bridge, and I may drown in the water under the bridge if I get to that bridge. So one of these things will happen.
Will definitely happen.
Will definitely happen. You understand? So it all depends on me, the child.
But you see, I noticed something all along. You've been saying it depends on you, it depends on you, it depends on you. I mean, you're not talking about the other partner. It's a relationship. It's a couple. You are a pair, and you are referring to it depends on you. What happens to the other partner? Whereby you are seeing decision with your parents, and I'm not seeing it the way your parents are seeing it. How do we cope? What happens to the two of us?
That is where we need to sit down and talk. I have just told you. Now I'm changing you now to my partner.
Okay.
I have just told you what I think about what my parents said.
Okay.
So you tell me what you think. If I believe that, look, I'm going to continue. I'm going on. I'm going ahead.
And I am telling you that the Bible that I believe in said, honor your parents at all times.
Then we'll talk about it. If you want to honor your parents, as you said, okay.
Which means maybe it was never a love. It was never love between us.
Okay. That means that it can work. Do you understand? It can work because if I love you, I should respect you.
Okay, sure.
And I will not only respect you, I will respect whatever you respect. And I will respect whoever you respect. Okay. Okay. So if you say that since your parents do not approve, then we can't go on. I will have to respect that. I love you so much, but I love you so much that I need to respect you. So that means that we just have to part ways. All right. But if I love you so much and you love me so much and you decide to forgo whatever is in your mind, you decide to forgo it for what I stand for, and you decide to stand with me, then fine, we go on, and I'll be with you all the way, and I will defend you whatever comes, because I know that you are with me, and I will not let you down.
Anyway, BC, there are a lot of factors to consider when it comes to this junction. So, viewers, over to you. Have you ever been to this crossroad? Have you ever been in this crossroad? Have you ever been there? Wherever you're in a relationship, you are in love, so much in love. And at the end of it all, your parents is saying no. They are disapproving that relationship. What do you do? We want to hear your comments. Please like this program, share it, and let's read your opinion. BC, thank you for dissecting this topic with me. Until we come your way again, I want to say bye.